Iran has previously assisted the aggressor with attack drones, but the transfer of ballistic missiles will be an even more disturbing event. The type, quantity, and exact timeframe of the delivery are still unknown. Ballistic missiles are much faster than cruise missiles and can carry a much larger warhead. The United States and NATO allies have repeatedly warned Tehran against such a step. Talks about the transfer of Iranian ballistic missiles have been going on for a long time, recalls Valery Romanenko, a leading researcher at the National Aviation University, now an expert on aviation and missile weapons. Reuters reported that Moscow and Tehran had reached an agreement back in the fall of 2022. Back then, the Russian side requested Fateh missiles, and the Iranians allegedly promised 2 or 3 batches. A year later, White House spokesperson John Kirby, commenting on the visit of then Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu, said there was a threat of a short-range ballistic missile transfer. Citing several sources, in February 2024, Reuters reported the delivery of 400 missiles. The information has not been confirmed, and there have been no strikes on Ukraine by Iranian missiles since then. A month ago, the agency wrote that dozens of Russian missile specialists had been trained in the use of FATH-360 missiles. According to Romanenko, the most likely types can only be discussed theoretically. The ones that Iran will not feel sorry for Russia, because they seem to be preparing a strike against Israel. All long-range missiles will be directed there, but those that are unable to reach Israel, they seem to be ready to hand over to Russia, the expert believes. Thus, the interlocutor suggests focusing on 5 types of short and medium-range missiles. The short-range missiles are Ababel and FATH-360, and the medium-range missiles are representatives of the Fateh family, Fateh 110, Zulfiqar, and Dezful. Ababel is the latest development. The missile has a warhead weight of 45 kilograms and a maximum range of 86 kilometers. The FATH-360 has a warhead of 150 kilograms and a range of up to 120 kilometers. The usual Russian Iskander-M has a warhead of 480 kilograms and a range of up to 500 kilometers. Therefore, the Ababel and FATH-360 should be seen more as an analog of the S-300 anti-aircraft missiles that Russia uses to strike ground targets. The Russians need these missiles for more accurate shooting instead of anti-aircraft missiles. The S-300s also fly on a ballistic trajectory, but they land anywhere. The accuracy of Ababel and FATH-360 is considered to be higher, with a radius of circular deviation of less than 30 meters, Romanenko explains. The Fateh 110 has a 400 to 500 kilograms warhead and a claimed range of up to 300 kilometers. Zulfiqar hits further and more accurately. Its warhead weighs 579 kilograms and has a range of 700 kilometers. The longest range of the 5 types is the Dezful with a 700 kilograms warhead and a range of up to 1,000 kilometers. The Fateh 110 and Zulfiqar are closer to the Russian Iskander-M. According to the source, the Zulfiqar may turn out to be much worse, and not only because its warhead is 80 kilograms heavier. At the terminal section, when it falls almost vertically, the warhead separates and the body flies by itself. The warhead is smaller than the body, and it is more difficult to shoot down with a direct hit. In this regard, even Iskanders with a one-piece body is easier for us to intercept, he emphasizes. As for Dezful, there is less information about it, but in general, The expert community is inclined to believe that the declared tactical and technical characteristics of Iranian missiles may be advertising and not correspond to real.